Hi, this is Kelly, and I thought I would do this short video about the Left Field Prime the Brain games. I kind of thought that doing a video would be much better than taking photographs, so you can kind of get an understanding of how these tools are used and a little bit of an insight into the quality of them. So we've got two games. The first one that I've got here is the AHA game. This game was specifically designed as a priming game or a brain break or an energizer. So it's designed to play with two people, so it's quite a smaller cards. It's about holds it in your hand. In the packs you get a welcome, so you get an understanding of what the game is, a bit about the research. You also get a step-by-step, so you've got an example script for you as a facilitator that can use the game. You can also give it to the participants when you pair them up and they can read through the instructions themselves. We also give you some examples of what to put up on a PowerPoint if you're doing it in a workshop. So it's a lot of instructions there that you can work through and you feel really confident to be able to use it. With the game, the Prime the Brain game, it's all about functional fixedness. So we're trying to overcome people's functional fixedness and be able to see problems in a different way. So what we've done is we have a group of cards, there are about 30 in the pack, with an inanimate object. So all of these objects we graphically designed, and we've also paid for stock photos. So everything's copyrighted, trademarked appropriately, so you can use these images. And they're on cards that are designed for high quality so that you can't see, the partner that's on the other side can't see the object. So it's really well designed, in my opinion. We also give you example instructions and processes there. So it's a really simple game. What I tend to do is I pop it in a plastic sleeve and put it in my toolkit ready to go. So I often find participants want to do a few rounds, and it usually takes about 5-10 minutes. So it's a really great energizer or an icebreaker, so the beginning of a session or halfway through the session if you want to change people's mindsets or get them thinking differently. So that's that game there. The second game is on these big A3s, If I Could Be. There's some images behind me, so you can see in a workshop I've actually put these images up as a kind of a gallery. So as an impact in a workshop, it's fantastic because people walk in and immediately they see all these colours and it just really creates a real good learning experience right from the get-go. The idea of these games is that you would pick up a card that would have a brand, a personality, a company, and the question would be, if you were a particular company, what would they do to help solve a problem? So it's a fantastic way to break the ice, but also to help problem solve if you're in a coaching session or in a workshop and you're trying to unlock people's thinking and break their assumptions. Sometimes they have to think like somebody else. So these cards, again, high quality. It's got information about a particular company, and on the other side there's more information that really gets people's minds thinking differently about the problem, so they can read through this. And it's great being A3 size because then we can do table discussion. So similar how I've laid out here on the table, that's how I would set up a workshop and people start reviewing and looking at all the images. What I've tried to do as well is have brands that are well known, but I've also tried to create some Australian brands too. So really wanted to make it a bit local as well. These are a fantastic game to, again, as an icebreaker, but also just before they have to come up with a novel solution, I find that I ask people what's a problem that they want to solve as a group, and then think about, if I could be a particular brand, how would they solve that problem? In this pack you get instructions that are also in that A3 size, a facilitator example, so you can work through the instructions. So it's very well laid out so that you as an instructor or a facilitator can just walk through this quite easily. So that's just a bit of an insight into the two games that I really think that if you're a leader, a coach and a facilitator where you're wanting to have something different in your toolkit, that's the reason why I created it. I wanted to be able to do something that was unique and have an experience for the participants, but also based in neuroscience and psychology. So these two games are research based. where it looks at unlocking people's thinking and solving a problem, which I think is really critical. The last thing that you want is to have a workshop where the same people are talking, having a workshop where the problem that they're trying to solve is not moving forward. And I find these two games are fantastic to break in people's thought patterns to come up with some really cool stuff. And it's also great, as I said, as an icebreaker or an energizer. So hopefully you will enjoy these particular tools as much as I've had in my facilitation. Thank you.